Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Flights. Tonight we will be tasting two Colorado wines. As the t-shirt says, Colorado wines, more altitude, less attitude. The first wine we've got is from Fort Lupton, up past Brighton. This is River Garden Winery in Fort Lupton. It is a non-vintage Sangiovese. Based on when we picked this wine up at the winery, I'm going to guess this is probably about a 2014, maybe a 2015 wine. But it's non-vintage. It's an American wine, which tells me that it's not actually Colorado grapes at River Garden. They do have their own vineyards, but I think this one was a little early on in their history, so they were still using California grapes at the time. So I'm going to guess it's a California Sangiovese. Sangiovese is an Italian grape from the Tuscany region. It's best known as the #1 grape in the blend Chianti. So let's see what we've got here. Right away, I don't know if it's because I associate Sangiovese with Italian food, with pizza, spaghetti, and all that, and my mind just goes there, but what I'm getting right away is tomatoes. Tomatoes and possibly oregano even. Kind of on the last part of the nose, I'm picking up fresh flowers, roses perhaps. My immediate reaction, when I taste right away, the first sense I got was tea leaves, or just your standard black tea. Further back on the palate, it definitely gets fruity. I get cherries, sour cherries, and also crab apples. I'm thinking of the crab apple tree in the neighbor's house growing up that we used to steal crab apples from. That's what I'm getting here. Possibly a little bit of fig. It's definitely an acidic wine like most Sangioveses are. I'd go medium to medium plus on the tannin level. With a little bit of smokiness on the finish there. Okay, now we're going to move to a Merlot. Our Merlot today is from Denver's own Balistreri Winery, J.A. Balistreri Vineyards to be more exact. It is their 2016 Colorado Merlot. It is from the Grand Valley Talbot Vineyards out near Grand Junction. This is a big wine weighing in at 15.7% alcohol. The Sangiovese by comparison was a 13.5. This is a little darker, richer in color. Big, strong nose on this. I get plum and spices. Maybe some allspice, some bay leaf. Oh, wow. That is a very, very dry wine. Just leaves the inside of my upper lip completely dry. Extremely dry wine, but very good. I get some vanilla on the palate, maybe a little bit of chocolate on there. It's hard to get to the fruit structure through the dryness of this wine. It's extremely dry. But what fruits I get in there are possibly some not quite ripe blackberries, so still on the sour side. It's not at all sweet. Very good wine. I think it needs to definitely be balanced out with some food. Great big steak or even burgers. Or in wintertime, a nice hearty stew would go really well with this. I'd say the finish on it is dried fruit, and it does linger. It's a finish that lasts, that sticks with you. Very good wine if you're looking for a big, heavy, dry red wine. Highly recommend the Balistreri 2016 Colorado Merlot. Again, the first wine was River Gardens Sangiovese, non-vintage from Fort Lupton, Colorado. Also a really great wine with food. So let's hope that whatever you're eating tonight, you're enjoying some wine with it and hopefully some Colorado wine. Cheers. Have a great night.